Hello Flosstube, I'm Leslie from Under the Sea Fabrics. It is July 5th, 2019. I'm going to do two videos today because I have a lot to say about StitchCon and my travels, but I kind of just wanted this video to be a update for Under the Sea Fabrics. So this one will be fairly short, maybe 15 or 20 minutes. Just all the updates about Under the Sea Fabrics and what's going on and stuff right now. So, of course, I bury my notebook. Alright, to get it started, there's some new shops that have ordered from me. So in the next couple months, you'll see some of my fabric in their shops. Keepsakes in Cincinnati just got a huge order. I don't know how much is left after StitchCon, but it didn't seem like very much. Fire Poppies in Charleston, South Carolina. They're opening soon. They just got a big order and sent me another big order, so there'll be more for them. I believe they're trying to open by the beginning of August. So if you're in South Carolina, you're about to get a new shop. Susan, the owner, is wonderful, so you're gonna, I'm kind of jealous of you about that. Jen Stitch Niche on Etsy just got a big order. I don't know if there's much left. She tends to sell out pretty quick, but she just got a bunch of neutrals. And the Inspired Needle in Illinois just gave me a huge order, and so theirs will probably head out in about a month. So those of you in Illinois will be able to see my fabrics in person in probably a month and a half. Okay, after that, let me show you the fabric of the month for July. It is called Selkie. As you can see, it's a very neutral beige with some little hints of green and gray. And they look almost like smudges. And I kind of dyed that on purpose. A Selkie in the Scottish tradition is, it's part of Scottish folklore. And it is a man that can turn into a seal. So by changing its pelt, it like splits its skin and changes and takes off its pelt. It's complicated. There you go. So I wanted to kind of represent like the sea with the smudges and, you know, like the warm, I don't want to call it a flesh tone because it's definitely not. It's definitely a warm beige. So when I dye it in a bigger batch, I imagine the smudges will be a little bit more prominent and dark. This is the linen. This one's Lugana. Lugana and Joblin don't have very many smudges at all. And I'm hoping when I dye a huge batch versus just a few test pieces, they'll be more prominent. This is the Ada. You can see the smudging on the Ada, like up here. It'll be really good for samplers and primitive pieces, I think, where you kind of want it to have like a slightly dirty look. And this is the Joblin. There we go. So, Under the Sea Fabrics is in the middle of its, I say the middle, we're right on the tail end. Tomorrow is the last day of our Independence Day sale. It is 10% off your total purchase, including charts, fabric, anything on the website. The corner squares are up, the thread keeps are up. All you have to do is put Independence 2019 as the code at checkout, and that is right there at the front page. So if you click on Under the Sea Fabrics, the code's right there for you to copy paste into checkout. So sale orders usually take 6 to 8 weeks. That's my goal. Sometimes they take a little longer, but it just depends on how many people have ordered. I have been holding my breath and not looking. I'm going to be honest. So tomorrow evening or Sunday morning, I will probably get up and figure out what all the orders are. But, you know, I feel like I jinx myself if I, like, go digging through the website right before or during a sale and then, you know. So, if you want to take advantage of that sale, it's then. Another Fabric of the Month update, I forgot to say. Starting August 1st until I think I'm going to do the end of the month. I will, sorry, I'm messing with my hair. I play with it when I'm nervous. So during the month of August, you can sign up for Fabric of the Month. It'll be open to anybody who signs up. You have to sign up through my website. So the link right now it shows that you can click on it and read the information about Fabric of the Month, but you can't actually purchase. The link will be live from August 1st until August 31st. And your membership will not start with August, it will start with the month of September. So when you order during the month of August, you will start with the September month. Still no idea what that fabric's going to look like. I tend to come up with them on the fly. But it usually probably 50 to 60 people sign up at a time, and it just takes me that long, to get everybody added into my very complicated ordering spreadsheet. So, if you would like to sign up for Fabric of the Month, if you've been waiting for it, there are a lot of people who've asked if they can get on a wait list. I don't have a wait list. I just make the link live for, a certain amount of time, and anyone who signs up in that time can go in. So you can get fat quarters and fat halves. I used to do Stitcher's eighths, but I think just for Fabric on the Month, I'm going to take it back to fat quarters and halves. Believe it or not, this saves me a ton of time. So, sounds crazy, but you'll be able to order fat quarters and fat halves. If you are on the Under the Sea Fabrics Facebook page or Facebook group, and I don't know why you wouldn't be, because I do say it, they're the first people who know about sales. They're the first people who know about live sales. That's the spot where I post the most stuff. So if you are in the Facebook group, and I will add a link to this post for the Facebook group and for the website, I will post reminders and links as soon as it's up there. I'll put it on all my social media. But also, that's the first place that I post what the new Fabric of the Month is going to be at the beginning of the month. And so if you sign up for Belfast, but you like the way the Lugana dyes one month, because I post pictures of what all 4 fabrics dye like, as long as you comment on my post on the Facebook group, I can change it. As long as you do it pretty early in the month. So I'm pretty flexible about that. I don't mind making those changes, as long as you post, on that one particular post. Alright, last few housekeeping things. I say housekeeping, not really housekeeping, and then I have fun stuff. So housekeeping. Under the Sea Fabrics is going to be 4 more retreats coming up this year. The next one is August 9th through 11th in Nashville. It is the Cross Stitch Club retreat. I will also be at the Tiara retreat. I will not have a booth set up at the Tiara retreat in Cincinnati. I might have a few spare pieces like hanging out in my luggage if someone wants to come contact me, but I will be a retreat participant, so I won't have a full table set up, but I will be there. I will be at the Snug Harbor Crafts retreat. I was just invited to that in Ogden, Utah, October 17th through the 20th. So those of you on the West Coast who might want to see my fabrics in person before you order them, I will be there. I will also have whatever charts. I don't know how much space Debbie has for me, so I need to see how much space she has that I can set up how much to bring with me. And then the last one, I will be at the North Texas Get Together. It is up in just north of Dallas in North Texas, and that is November 1st through the 3rd. So those are all the retreats I have left this year. So if you want to come meet me or come see my fabric in person, that's where I'll be. And now for fun stuff. Number 1, I have some new charts in stock. A couple of these still need to be added to the website, so if you want one, just send me a link. I've just started carrying Riveris, so I have the skull. I think it's just called skeletons. The skeleton, the mermaid, and the pirate. I have a lot of her other charts as well. So honestly, just shoot me an email or find me on the Facebook group, because I might have the one you want. I just haven't gotten them all loaded to the website. I am not good with technology, and I don't like to be online very much. So, I'm not always on my website. Bella Filipina from the Philippines. I've gotten 2 new charts in from them. I have a ton of his stuff in stock. It just came in yesterday or the day before yesterday, like in the last week. It came while I was at StitchCon last week, And so I've gotten all the pre-orders packed up, so the rest of them are available. I have Heiress of Atlantis. Isn't she pretty? This is his brand new one. Portrait of Marie Claire. He did this as a tribute to his mother for Mother's Day, and I think it's really pretty. I have this new Mirabilia. This is on my, both of those are on my website, and so is this one. Cathedral Woods Goddess. I think she's really pretty. In fact, I've already started her. I don't know when I'll get back to her, but I put about, I don't know, 50 stitches in. And I don't know if I'm going to stitch the whole thing, because honestly, I love her from about, I like the top of her. So I'm thinking I might not stitch the whole thing. And I have Nora's new Pond Lily Sprites. So, or Pond Pixies. She called them Pond Pixies. So this one is Pond Lily. And this one is Lily Pad Sprite. Okay. Let me move those out of the way. So now that I've finished with that, a couple of fun things. So I got a lot of feedback this weekend, or this past weekend when I was at StitchCon, about how people like that you can see what colors I dye on the different fabrics. And my friend Carrie suggested that I every so often just go through, because when I do retreats, I dye fat halves, and then some people cut them, only want the quarter, and then I have an odd piece, which is fine because I use them towards orders. But I do have some odd pieces here just so you can kind of see what these different colors look like, because despite my best ability, and I use a scanner and I try really hard to make sure that I photograph the fabrics well, it doesn't always work the way I want. So I just literally grabbed the first 5 or 6 that were on the top of my box of random cuts. So I'm just going to show you what they look like. So this one is Kishel Olympus. So this is what Olympus dyes like on linen. I picked a good time to do this video because I've got really good natural light coming on. This is probably my favorite color to dye. It always dyes really pretty. Sometimes it doesn't have the orange, sometimes it doesn't have as much gray, but it is always gorgeous. This is 32 count linen, and this is Properly Primitive. Is that not perfect for a sampler? And it's really good for Halloween pieces because it's at like the grayish green and the orange. It is quite possibly my most popular wholesale order. I think between Jen, Stitch Niche, Fire Poppies, and Keepsakes last week, just their orders, I think I dyed 5 yards. And then I did another 10 for the StitchCon. For the StitchCon trunk show. So, and every piece was gone because it's such a great color. This is Uplifting Currents. This is on Opalescent 28 count linen. So you can see the sparkles. All I grabbed was linen. I just reached in and grabbed like the first 5 or 6 that were on top, and of course all I grabbed was linen. But I will try to do this every time I make a video every month. I will just grab a few out of there and show what they look like. And usually if I post about these and I'm just showing the randoms in my box, it's because I have them in stock. So if I have a color, like before I go through and dye and cut orders, I check my stock box. And that's why some people get their order like within a couple of days, just because I actually already had a piece of it dyed. So this is Chloris, and I think this is on 28 count linen. And this particular piece, the other piece, you can see that there's a little green up in this corner. So this piece dyes with more green, and it was a fat half, and one half kind of had all the pink, and the other half kind of had all the green. So the person who took the piece took the green half, but I think this pink and purple half is really pretty. This is Naiad. It looks like it's on 32 count Belfast linen. Oh, see, this is an odd cut. So when I have like an odd cut like this, this is what's gonna go. This is what gets cut up into grab bags, but I didn't notice I had that until just now. So that's what Naiad looks like. Greens with grays. I'm just gonna, I'll fix that later. And this is the last piece I grabbed. This is Witching Hour. It is on 32 count linen. I absolutely love stitching on this color. I like how it goes from light to dark in areas. I've got Shores of Hawthorne Hollow started on this. So that just gives you an idea, a little bit more of an idea of what some of the colors look like. And I will, like I said, every so often I'll pull some out of that box and just show you what they look like. So the sale ends in 2 days. 2 days for the sale. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that if life works out the way I want it to, sometime during the week next week, or the week after. It might be the week after. I'm thinking it'll be during the week next week. I don't think any of my fabric orders that I've put in the last couple weeks will ship at least until Monday. So I will have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to twiddle my thumbs until I leave for a local retreat. But, so I'm hoping to do a live sale during that time. I'm going to do it on Facebook Live. It will be random misdyes, random odd cuts, because I have weird little cuts, and I just need to sit down and figure out how to do it. So I imagine it will be just sitting in front of the computer like this, and then, you know, having somebody write down who commented what on what the fastest. That's how I'm going to do it. So that's about it. If you'd like to join the Facebook group, I'll place a link in the show notes for this, along with a link to my website. And if I can find links to all these retreats, or at least the Facebook pages for these retreats that I'm going to, and I will do that. So thank you for watching me. Bye.